you for clicking on my video. I came up with this New Year's makeup look, and I hope that you guys can go ahead and get something from it. And if you want to achieve this look, then just keep on watching. First, we're going to go ahead and start with priming my eyes, and I'm going to use the Naked Skin Urban Decay. Dab, 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 dab. Next, we're going to go ahead and use Jocelyn Hill palette. The color that we're going to go ahead and use, MFEO, this color right here. It's like a soft brown, and we're going to go ahead and use it for our crease, our transition color. And you can keep packing on color to your liking. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep putting color in here just because I want to go a little dark, but with the other colors it's gonna go dark. So one of the things that I've been thinking about a lot for the new year 2018 is basically working on my New Year's resolution, and I do have a couple of them. One of them is, YouTube. I've been wanting to go ahead and do YouTube for quite a while, but I feel like I haven't grown courage to actually do it. I don't know exactly what I'm afraid of or why I haven't started it, but the fact that I'm doing it now, I'm very proud of myself. Now, let's keep it going. We're gonna go ahead and go into this color called Puder. We're gonna go ahead and pack it on top of our crease. Next, we're going to go ahead and use Buns, and we're going to go ahead and put it on our crease as well. Now, my other New Year's resolution is, finishing up school. And I'm going to school for business administration. And basically what I want to do with that is just, open up my own business. So I'm going to go ahead and go back into Puder. Just because it's giving me like this cranberry look that I don't want. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use Mocha, and I'm using the same brush. We're going to go in here, and we're going to go ahead and just focus it on the outer crease, and then we're just going to go ahead and drag it towards the inside. And what I do, I just like to go ahead and start from the outside and then just slowly drag in the color. I like to focus a darker color on the outer corner. And again, you just work it. Blend, blend, blend. You don't want it to be too dark. You don't want it to be too patchy. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go back into that mocha color and get a smaller brush. And go ahead and just work on this outer corner. I want it to be a little darker right here. Just continue to go ahead and blend. Blend your life away, guys. Blend your life away. So I'm starting to get like the color that I actually want, or the look that I'm going for, and that's just by me blending and then packing on color. And now for my inner eyelids, I'm going to go ahead and use the color Beam and just go ahead and work it inside your eyelid. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of concealer. This is where the gold is going to go. I'm going to go ahead and use this Morphe brush and just do it as much as you want. If you want to go higher into your crease or whatever, I like it a little below my crease. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it to there, and I'm going to go ahead and work on the other eye. Alrighty, we're going to go back to the color Beam. And what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to go ahead and wet my brush so that the color is more intense. Okay, and I'm just doing it on the inner corner because then I'm going to go in with the glitter. Well, I'm going to go in with another shadow, and then that way I can go ahead and put the gold. Next, I'm going to go ahead in with the color Queen. And I'm going to go ahead and put this all over my eyelid. So next, I'm going to go ahead and use this Urban Decay glitter. It's called the Heavy Metals, and it's on the color Gold. And we're going to go ahead and put it over the gold, the color Queen that we used. And you're going to go ahead and just keep applying it onto your lid and just go as far as you want. Right now, I'm just going to go in with the other colors that I started with, and I'm going to go ahead and blend it so you don't have like this harsh transition. I'm going to go ahead and go back into that color Puder that it's the second color that we use, just so that I can blend in the gold. You can also go back into the color mocha if you want to darken up the outer corner of the eye. I'm going to go back into Pooter. Pooter is going to work its magic. And if the transition looks harsh, just go ahead and keep fixing up the glitter and then going back and blending it, and just so that the transition isn't as hard. I'm going to go ahead and go into this color Roxanne and just work it around the outer V. And I'm just going to go ahead and just put a little bit. So next I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner. I'm going to use this NYX liquid liner. We're going to go ahead and put a little bit of mascara. And the mascara that I'm going to be using is the L'Oreal Voluminous Original. And this is like my all-time favorite because it just gives me like these full-on lashes when I don't put on falsies. But right now we're going to go ahead and put on a little bit so I know what I'm working with. And then sometimes when it's like a little too clumpy, I use the It Superhero, and I feel like this brush just gives you like the separation you need. So look at the wand, it's just so bomb. So you just go ahead and apply it. So the lashes that I'm going to be using are the Morphe lashes, and I believe they're called the Daydreamer lashes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to go ahead and open them, and we're going to go ahead and put these lashes on. The lash glue that I'm going to be using is the House of Lashes glue. Now, my New Year's resolution is, working on my fitness. I feel like I've always had that as a New Year's resolution, but I feel like I've never really been committed to. And after I had my little one, I feel like I gained so much weight. I'm a little overweight, but it's manageable. I feel like I can still get into tone. I feel like I just gained legs and butt. I do have some stomach, and that's where I want to go ahead and tone, and I want to go ahead and tone my arms as well. But if I don't lose, it's just very minimal. It's nothing major, and I feel like I can do it. But I indulge, like, one thing about me is I love food. Like, you can win me over with food, and I know I sound like a straight fat girl, but I really do love food. And it's so hard to, like, say no to, like, In-N-Out. I love Panda. I love eating, pastries like cookie, cake pops. Like, I can't say no, guys. But I know that I'm able to do it, and I know I can go ahead and put my mind to it, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. And this year coming, 2018, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Let me know what's your New Year's resolution. Like, what do you guys... I'm so curious. Like, what's your New Year's resolution? I know not everybody has to have the same New Year's resolution. I'm, like, so curious to know what other people's New Year's resolution is. Whether it be, like, school, or, like, to travel, or, just explore the world. I don't know, just go to different places. I feel like over the last 2 years, traveling has been really great for me. We've gone to places that, I honestly didn't think that I was going to go just yet. But, when you just put your mind to it, I feel like for me, it's like you just need to buy your ticket. You just choose anywhere you want to go. Choose. Okay, this is the date that we're going to go. And then you buy, the ticket. And then you'll just figure out the rest later. You just have to buy that ticket. You need to book that flight. And then I'm 100% sure when there's a will, there's a way. You're going to figure it all out. Next, I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline. And I'm going to use the L'Oreal Smoldering eyeliner. And we're just going to go ahead and line the waterline. I'm going to go ahead and tight line. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use the color Pooter to go ahead and do it under my eye. And I'm going to go ahead into Mocha to make it a little darker. And the thing about me is I don't like to go ahead and put a lot of eyeshadow underneath. I feel like I kind of look weird. Next, I'm going to go ahead into the color Obsessed. And I'm going to go ahead and put it into the inner corners of my eyes. Next, I'm going to go ahead and clean all the fallout. Next, I'm going to go ahead and prime my face with the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. What I love about this primer is that it's so hydrating on my skin. And I tend to have really dry skin. And so this helps me not cake up under the foundation. I love it. I feel like it just does so good to my skin. I'm going to be using Tarte Under the Sea Radiance Drops under my foundation so that it can have this luminous look. And the foundation that I'm using is the NARS Luminous Skin. And I'm going to go ahead and use my beauty blender to go ahead and blend it in. This foundation, I got a sample of it on Sephora. So I am trying it out because I used to use I still use the Makeup Forever stick foundation. And I love the coverage to it and everything. But I feel like sometimes it can be a little drying. I guess because the type of primer I used to use was a mattifying one, which it's no good to my skin because, again, I have really dry skin. What I love about this foundation is that you can build the coverage, so it's medium to full coverage. And these radiance drops, guys, like, look at my skin. Seriously, you guys need to get on it, especially if you have like dry skin. It will help you. Next, I'm going to be using the Shape Tape by Tarte, and I'm going to go ahead and conceal under my eye, in my chin, and on top of my nose. Next, I'm going to be using the Peach Perfect by Too Faced, and this is a mattifying powder that it's infused with peach and, let me see, sweet fig cream. I'm going to go ahead and go under my eyes. Make sure that the concealer doesn't crease on me. Oh my god, it smells so good. And then with the same brush that we use the mattifying, I'm just going to go on where I'm going to go ahead and contour on my cheekbones just a little bit. That way I can go ahead and blend. Next, I'm going to go ahead and be using the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. This is my all-time favorite bronzer. Aside from Laguna from NARS, this thing, I love it. It's my go-to. I'm going to go ahead and put it on my forehead, on the other side of my forehead. And then I like to go a little under my chin, just so that I can go ahead and define the jawline. Next, I'm going to use this Tarte blush called Dazzled. I'm going to go ahead and put it on my cheeks. Next, I'm going to go in and contour my nose really quickly. I'm going to use the Hoola Bronzer, and I'm going to use this Morphe Contouring Nose Kit. Next, I'm going to use this Laura Geller highlighter called Gilded Honey. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on the high points of my cheekbone. I'm going to go ahead and put it on my Cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, on top of my eyebrows. I'm going to go ahead and just fix my contour a little bit on my nose. Put a little bit of, just so I can look a little straighter. Next, we're going to go into this Tatcha Luminous Skin Mist. And next for my lips, I wanted to go bold. And I'm going to go into this Huda Beauty Vixen Kit. I'm going to start with lining my lips. And we're going to go ahead and create like an ombre lip. And I'm going to go ahead and put this color in the middle.